Before the million-dollar contracts, before the Super Bowl became a global spectacle, football was a brutal clash of wills played on muddy, unforgiving fields. It was a game for a different breed of men. And right in the heart of New York, one man became the living embodiment of what it meant to be a giant. His name was Tuffy Leemans. And if you've never heard of him, you're about to find out why you should have. This is the story of the original Iron Man of the NFL, and how his team once pulled off the impossible, winning a game without a single first down. The legend of Tuffy Leemans doesn't start on a scout's clipboard, but with a teenager on vacation. That teenager happened to be a young Wellington Mara, son of the Giants' owner, who witnessed a stunning performance by a player from George Washington University. Alphonse Tuffy Leemans wasn't some heralded All-American from a powerhouse school, but he played with a ferocity that was impossible to look away from. Thanks to that glowing report from a kid on vacation, the Giants took Leemans in the second round of the very first NFL draft in 1936. Leemans wasted no time proving the young scout right. In the 1936 College All-Star Game, he was named the most valuable player after leading the College Stars to a shocking tie against the defending NFL champion Detroit Lions. He was ready for the pros, and the pros were about to get a lesson in true toughness. From the second he stepped on the field for the Giants, Tuffy Leemans was a force of nature. In his rookie season, he led the entire NFL in rushing with 830 yards and was the only rookie named first-team All-Pro. But stats only tell part of his story. In an era before specialization, Leemans did it all. He was a punishing runner, a surprisingly skilled passer out of the backfield, a sure-handed receiver, and a devastating player on defense. Opponents said that tacklers would just bounce right off his hips. Hall of Famer Alex Wojciechowicz later remarked that Leemans was probably greater on defense than he was on offense, a bugger on defense, all over the field, always in on the action. For 8 seasons, he was the heart and soul of the New York Giants. From 1936 to 1942, he was a constant on All-Pro lists, earning either first or second team honors every single year. He was the team's workhorse, their leader, and the unwavering standard for what it meant to be tough. Leemans' leadership translated directly into wins. He led the Giants to 3 divisional titles and 3 trips to the NFL championship game. The high point came in the 1938 NFL Championship against the legendary Green Bay Packers. In front of a record crowd at the Polo Grounds, it was Tuffy Leemans who scored the game's first touchdown, setting the tone for a gritty 23-17 victory that brought the title home to New York. But maybe the wildest story of his career unfolded in 1942 against Washington. The Giants won the game 14-7. That doesn't sound too remarkable until you look at the box score. The Giants won without gaining a single first down. Their only points came from a long touchdown pass and an interception returned for another score. The rest of the game was a brutal defensive slugfest, a testament to the Giants' grit and Leemans' uncanny ability to make something out of nothing, a feat that has never been repeated in NFL history. On December 7, 1941, the Giants held Tuffy Leemans Day at the Polo Grounds to honor their star player. As the game against their crosstown rivals, the Brooklyn Dodgers, went on, news began to spread through the stadium, not about football, but about the attack on Pearl Harbor. It was a somber, world-changing day, and at its center was a player who perfectly represented the resilience of his era. Injuries would force Leemans to retire after the 1943 season, but his impact was permanent. He finished his career with over 3,100 rushing yards and over 2,300 passing yards, numbers that underscore his incredible versatility. In 1978, he was finally inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, his place among the immortals secured. He was named to the NFL's 1930s All-Decade Team, a foundational player for one of the league's most storied franchises. Tuffy Leemans was more than just a great player. He was a pioneer who helped lay the groundwork for the league we know today. He played with a pure love for the game and a level of toughness that has become the stuff of legend. His story is a vital chapter in football's history, a powerful reminder of the rugged, ironclad men who built this sport from the ground up. If you want to uncover more stories of forgotten football legends, make sure you subscribe and let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video, and click on the notification bell. And don't forget to click on the playlist above to watch more NFL Hall of Famers of his era. Thanks for watching.